You know how the rich don't pay taxes usually and how they boast about not paying taxes? Well, let me tell you something. You actually don't have to be rich to benefit from this. Or, not necessarily pay zero taxes, but at least reduce the taxes you're paying by a lot. And this is actually a benefit, one of the main benefits of being a freelancer. You don't even need to have a huge company to benefit from this. I'm a freelancer myself, all right? And I'm benefiting from this. So how do you do that? How do you pay 25 how do I pay 25% less for the majority of things in my life, all right? While traveling, I pay less for rent, less for my flight tickets. When I'm back home, I pay less for gas, fuel for the car. So many things, all right? If I want to buy a new MacBook, if I want to buy a new iPhone, or phone in general, doesn't need to be an iPhone. Man, it seems like I'm starting to cough again. But anyways, how do I do it and how can you benefit from this? Well, if you're a freelancer, you obviously need to have a registered company, right? To get payments, legally, you need to be registered. I mean, you can do it in the beginning, get a few payments without necessarily being registered. Most countries accept that, but at some point you will need to be registered. You'll need to have a registered company to take payments. So when you do that, what you can do, that's what I do, you would pay with your company card for your accommodation. Right now, for example, I'm in this Airbnb here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I paid with the company card. Okay? I paid the flight with the company card. And what does that mean? How am I paying less by 25% from the actual price? Well, here's how. If I'm giving you an example here, right? $1,000 from a client, as a payment. I get it into the company. But then, if I take the money out of the company and put it into my personal bank account, that will be, the thunderstorm behind me, I can see it's very intense. So if I put the $1,000, if I want to withdraw it or transfer it to my personal bank account from the company bank account, I would pay roughly, all in all, about 25% in taxes. And that's excluding VAT, all right? So 25%. So I would be left with $750 from the $1,000 that I got from my client. However, if I keep that money into the company and I pay with my company card the traveling that I'm doing, staying in this Airbnb, the airplane, and all that, and that can be justified as a business expense, then I get to keep the whole 1,000. All right? I get to keep the whole 1,000. And the beauty of working online and having being a freelancer, working online, having an online business, is that you can do that and you can justify your travels. Why? Because you can have clients from anywhere in the world. And in fact, I do have clients from different parts of the world. So essentially what I do, it's true. And even here, I'm gonna go to different meetup events. That's what I'm planning, to go to different meetup events, meet people, meet like-minded people, meet other maybe freelancer or other or business owners, and you know, I did that in the past when I went in the US, and I went to these marketing events in Austin, Texas. And in fact, those marketing events, I paid them with a company card as well because it was an investment into the business. And guess what? From these events that I attended, I actually got one client who paid me for months, So it was justified, a justified business expense. And I do this with everything, or not everything, but with many things. As I said, accommodation, staying in this Airbnb, I'm just giving you an example. If this Airbnb, oh no, I don't want to complicate things. I'm paying with my company card, right? So whatever the price of this Airbnb is, I'm saving 25%. Why? Because I don't pay that money in tax anymore. I pay directly with my company card, and so I'm saving 25%. It doesn't go to the government because it's a justifiable expense, all right? And I do that, as I said, with the rent, when traveling, with the plane tickets, if I want to buy a new MacBook. In fact, the MacBook that I have, in fact, even the phone and the microphone were bought with the company card, right? And so I didn't pay from my bank account. I paid from the company's bank account, all right? Phone bill, it's another thing. Gas, as I said, because in fact, when I am home especially, I do go and visit a couple of clients that I have in my city, in fact. So I do that. And the phone bill as well. And the internet as well. I don't pay internet here, but even that, because obviously I need internet to work, to service those clients, to search for new clients. So it's a business expense. So this is, as I said, I didn't hear many people talk about this. In fact, I didn't hear anyone, but there might be some out there. But I wanted to just put it out there to see how powerful this can be. It's not just like, okay, I'm a freelancer and so on, but you can optimize even more. So you pay less taxes, right? You pay less taxes. Now you cannot do that when you're employed because you pay taxes automatically, all right? You pay taxes automatically. But you can do that when you have a business or when you're a freelancer and you have a registered company, all right? So that's that. And I would say, yeah, the only associated cost with this would be my accountant, to whom I pay, in fact, less than $100. I think it will be around $70 per month. But bear in mind, I don't even pay my accountant to get these perks. I pay my accountant because I need to have a registered business as a freelancer, all right? So that's why I pay my accountant. But my accountant saves me so much money in a month and in a year, right? Because she also suggests me how I can optimize everything. And I also learned that, and I'm looking into that because I'm passionate about this thing as well, I'm not a big spender. I'm passionate about, saving, about learning, about investing, about, growing your income, business, and so on. So, in fact, this is what I studied, innovation and entrepreneurship. That's my bachelor's degree. But yeah, that's one huge benefit. It's almost like maybe the math is not the same, but I mean, it's definitely not the same. But it's almost like, okay, you have, let's say you're making $2,000 right now, then add 25% on top of it. It's almost like you're getting a salary increase, all right? The math is not the same if you do it in reverse, but it's around there, all right? So it's a great benefit, and I just wanted to make you aware of this in case you are considering becoming a freelancer or leaving your job behind, starting to travel the world and doing all those things. And by the way, I can help you with suggestions on this. I've been doing this for years, you know, optimizing the costs and knowing what is justifiable for my company as a cost, and optimizing this to pay way less taxes, you know. So as I said, you know, I can also help you out with that. That's in fact part of my coaching program that I offer. You'll find all the details in the video description, or maybe in the pinned comment. You can just email me. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about in this video, because I think it's really important. And again, it just goes on to show you guys that traveling can be done in a smart way, you know, can be done in a smart way. You don't need to sleep in a 10-bed hostel room all the time. Even though if you want to do that, it's fine. And, you know, I don't mind also. I'm maybe not a hostel, but I can sleep on a mattress on the floor. I don't care, you know. And sometimes I want to do that on purpose, to save money, but also to kind of remind myself like, hey, I don't want to always be in my comfort zone and in comfort, you know. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say in this video. You know, traveling can be done in a smart way. You can actually travel and save money while you travel, if you know what you're doing, right? If you know what you're doing. And yeah, especially if you're a freelancer or you have an online business. Okay, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and see you in the next video.